Hello everyone and welcome to day 3, or should I say draft 3 of the 12 drafts of Christmas. And we're going to go again at this premiere draft, Zendikar Rising. We've had 2 days, 2 videos. So far, if you've not seen the first and second video, go watch them. One video slightly longer than the other. Maybe twice as long, with varying results, I would say. If you've seen them, you know what I'm talking about. We've had 2 somewhat Christmas-themed, tenuously Christmas-themed decks. Well, today we're just going to get back into some good old-fashioned drafting. I'm not going to try and necessarily force any festive cards, but the aim here is just to is to have a bit of fun and make a good draft deck, and hopefully try something either different or better than we have done previously. Just be good to see what we can make of it. I really do enjoy drafting, and hopefully you guys enjoy watching. I watch a lot of draft videos from normally people that are at least semi-pro. Streamers and the like, and I enjoy their content. I'm not saying mine is anywhere near that, but at least it's something. And hopefully, yet again, we're starting to draft at a time when clearly no one else is. Hopefully, we won't be saying it too long. If you like the videos, by the way, really appreciate you subscribing, liking the video, commenting. We're nearly at 365 subscribers. By nearly, I mean we're like 20 off. Which I would love to do before the end of the year, just to kind of round out a year. A subscriber a day, that would just be amazing. I never thought we would be getting hundreds of people subscribed. I appreciate that a lot of those people are clearly people that have done it out of sympathy and pity, or have done it because we do some review videos that have been fairly popular. But nonetheless, you're here, you're watching this, and I thank you for that. And I hope you keep watching it. Share it with your friends. Send some love my way, some festive love. It's not easy doing 12 videos. These videos can be way over an hour plus all the other time. So, I'm sinking in sort of, I reckon, a day's worth of work. Solid 24 hours for these next 12 days. So, yeah, chuck a bit of generosity back my way. I'd really appreciate it. And like I said before, or as we get ready for this draft, any stipulations you can think of, chuck it in a comment. If I've not recorded all the videos by the time I read the comments, and I read them pretty quickly, then I will do my best to fulfill them. So, here we go. Pack 1. We have got a cheeky Coral Helm Chronicler. I don't mind Coral Helm Chronicler at all. It's a 3-mana 2/2 that when it enters, you can get a kicker card, put it in your hand, which is pretty good. And whenever you cast a kick spell, you have the whole draw a card, discard a card thing. So, I don't mind that at all. I like kicker, I think it can work really well, but we do need to sort of early on preference it. Journey to Oblivion's obviously really strong, especially in party. You just don't see a lot of them. Well, I certainly haven't. Saloon Division's a good card. Not first pick for me, but it's a good card. Goes in pretty much any blue deck. Marasa Rootgrazer is fantastic in landfall, really works well, and I've yet to make it work as well as I've had it played against me, but it is good. Otherwise, Field Research we'd be happy to get on the wheel. Might Marasa, unlikely we'll get either of those. The Gloom Hunter are all good kicker cards. Not saying we're necessarily stuck in kicker, but some great cards in this pack. So Legion Angel, if you get 2 Legion Angels, which the likelihood is so slim, then it's an amazing card. But you would only really ever do that if you wanted a 4/3 Flying Warrior, which is very specific. As far as uncommons go, if we're going to go kicker, blue-green is obviously the colours. Marasa Sproutling basically does what Coral Helm does, but you have to kick it to do it, and it comes out the graveyard. It's one of the best payoffs, or one of the best enablers in terms of kicking. If that wasn't there, then we'd be going straight for this into the Royal. We'd also really like the Gnarly Colony and or the Rabid Bite. So lots of cards here for us, which potentially means lots of cards for our opponents to be snapping up. Okay, so 3 uncommons left, no blue cards and 1 green card. We just have to bear that in mind because we don't want to be in a situation where we're trying to draft what everyone else is trying to draft and they've got a little bit more ammunition. Allied Assault I'm not the biggest fan of. I do like Coon Warrior. I also don't mind Jiraga Visionary as a 3/2 that draws you a card. Thundering Spark Mage has been good. I mean, it does 1 damage when it enters the battlefield, potentially 2, 3, or even 4. But I don't know if that necessarily fit in our deck. I think a Coon Warrior is that much better than Pack Beast. The only other thing I could take is the Shepherd of Heroes and kind of hedge, but I don't know if we'll... Yeah, we could play red in a kicker deck. Okay. So, we've passed a journey. So it's unlikely that we're going to be the only one in white, although we're being passed a lot of white. We've also been passed this Feed the Swarm. We're seeing very little of anything we would want, but we do have some decent cards. I'm not tied into this Coral Helm. I do like the others. I mean, Forsaken Monuments is a funny card, but it just doesn't really work, unfortunately. I mean, the strongest card is Journey to Oblivion. There really isn't anything I would preference over that other than Feed the Swarm, but I think Journey's just better than Feed the Swarm. So I guess we're going to pick one of each colour and see where we go from here. Okay, so a pretty strong Kaza Royal Chaser. It's not great by any means. Coral Helm is a wizard. There really is nothing else in this pack that is worth taking. This Shadow Stinger is good, but we are not in black. So we'll take the Royal Chaser and see where we go. I mean, Thwart the Grave is absolutely fantastic card. What is going on? Thwart the Grave is like potentially even first pickable. I have no idea what signals I'm being sent at all. I'm going to take Thwart the Grave, and we're just going to have to figure this out in packs 2 and 3. I mean, yet again, that is a fantastic red card, and that is a great green card. So, I guess Rakdos is a good party theme. I think we're going to have to just say goodbye to green and blue. Or potentially try... I mean, I'll play this Bugcatcher in a number of different decks. This is really tough. I'm not quite sure in what direction we're supposed to be going. I'm going to take this Blood Priest because that's a bit of a signal. We might just have to go... black. Oh man, black-red. Because of this Thwart. But we could well go in any direction in pack 2. We open a big bomb rare in a colour. Yeah, we could be blue, blue-red. What happened to our kicker? Oh no. Oh, and then there's the Royal Eruption and a Deadly Alliance. I didn't see enough. Is Coral Helm and Marassa Sproutling enough? I don't think it is. I think we need to go into here. I think we need to go Royal Eruption. I like Deadly Alliance, but Royal Eruption is just that much better. We want to try and steal red from everyone else. Oh, I don't feel good about it, everyone. If you're there thinking no, you're not wrong to take the Verazol. When we look at what we had, you know, yes, there's a Riptide, but by doing this, we're going to be sending signals to everyone. Yeah, well done. You've got red. You've got blue and green. Fight it out amongst yourselves. Just leave something for me. Oh, oh, the depressing. I mean, we'll take this rogue because it will help us with our 4 warriors, 1 cleric. And then we'll have a rogue. Yeah, okay. This is going to be a real stretch to get where we want to go. I don't think Syndiclasm is going to be good enough for us. I think I would rather go Bug Catcher. Because we wheeled the last Blood Priest. And I reckon we'll wheel another one. Vanquish is good enough removal. I do like Rebirth, and I would happily take any of these. But I think Vanquish is the removal that we so desire. Look at us being given some of these great green cards. Just don't look at them, everyone. Feed the Swarm coming round 6th pick is showing us that we're potentially doing the right thing. Creature count is okay. I really like spare supplies. I didn't initially, but I do now. I think Subtle Strike is good enough. Skulker is okay, but I wouldn't say I mean, I'll take it if there's nothing else in the pack in order to get our numbers up. We're going to struggle for Wizards if we don't. Wizards and Clerics. Some of the Clerics are okay. We need a red wizard or 2. Yeah, so we managed to get the Skulker, which is good. We're currently here. We've got Tormenting Voice is a maybe, and Molten Blast is a maybe, and it's unlikely we'll necessarily play 2 Scorch Riders. And we'll take a Silencer because we are party and it is a rogue. Take a Kite Sail. Unlikely that we'll play it. Okay, we got a Rebirth on the Rat round. Marassa, look at that. Marassa, Mighty Marassa comes round. So no one's in kicker even though the Verazol's gone. Okie dokie. Oh, this is a toughie. This is a toughie. So, I mean, in an ideal world, this thing here costs you 1 and you cast something of 4 or less for free. Go and get it out of your deck. It's just we're never gonna. I mean, that could even wheel, you know. Fireblade Charger is good, but we're not running any equipment and we're not necessarily planning to. Blight Priest is good, but we've not got any lifelink. Are we just taking another Bug Catcher? What does our curve look like? I think we take a Sneaking Guide to help get through the Oh, and another Royal Eruption. Whew. Crikey. Crikey. I think a second Royal Eruption means this Molten Blast can get parked for a second. So I'm gonna take the Wizard, as it'll be the only Wizard we've got, over the Hazard. Mind Drain's okay. Another Silence is okay, but I know we're really heavy on 2 drops, but Deadly Alliance is a really good pickup for us. I wouldn't say no to a Songmad Treachery, but Deadly Alliance is kind of as good a pickup as we could hope for. We have the 1 Wizard, 4 Rogues now, 6 Warriors, and only 1 Cleric. So we would be happy to see another Wizard, another Cleric. We're happy to see a 3rd into the Royal Eruption. Feed the Swarm would be great. We'll take that Pack Beast. We're absolutely slamming that Royal Eruption though. Zoff Consumption, great card. If we look at our creatures, we would take a couple more creatures. But you've got to remember that we've got a bunch of lands in here that we are another Deadly Alliance. We're like Rakdos removal. We'll take a Blood Beckoning. Goes well. Thwart the Grave. We know we can just get rid of our creatures without much worry. That coveted prize makes me really, really interested. I think we do it. What would we be going for, though? You can get anything from your deck. What does it do? Search the Zoff consumption, the Thwart the Grave? Well, we've got it for a bit of fun. You know what? We'll take this Seagate Colossus. Maybe that's what we seek out. There we go. Do you get anything in the last pack? No. Okay, 20 cheeky 20 gems. So obviously, an ideal world we'd have more than one cleric and more than one wizard, but such is life. So let's have a little look. We managed to get quite a few lands, so we can definitely run one less black land. So Tormenting Voice isn't necessarily doing it for me. I don't even know if Spare Supplies is either. I think we can get rid of one of these Scorch Riders because we've got this Seagate Colossus. I think we get rid of that and we just say go. We are basically just removing everything, letting our stuff die. Well, letting our warriors and our rogues die. And either bringing them back or yeah, just pinging them until the cows come home. I can see us winning a couple of games with Royal Eruption, Zoff Consumption, the Colossus. Well, what's the big card? What kind of does it for us? Probably this Deadly Alliance, which looks like that person's having a great time. Rack Moval. Cheeky Rack Moval deck. There you go. So very different to the previous decks. I think we lost an entire pack in Indecision and Terrible Signals. We probably could have come out with 3 or 4 different packs. I'd love to know at what point you would have made a different decision, because crikey, look at this. Because in my opinion, I did what I thought was the right thing. But I'm open to the thought that I maybe didn't. So we'll get the rogue out first, because when we play the cleric, we want the rogue to be out in order for us to gain that extra benefit. So we've got a couple of options. We can get rid of the Messerlinks with the Vanquish, knowing we've got loads of removal. It's probably most efficient to do that, as we're not going to be able to attack in, and we need to deal damage. I think we are more interested in killing their stuff. And I know it's a little bit iffy as to whether or not I should be killing everything, but we've got a removal spell in hand, and they are so far doing nothing. I'm not sure if that means that they've had enough, or What should we go and get? Probably just a Seagate Colossus. So they've cast that in order to rather than obviously cast anything on their turn. Okay, deal 2. So we actually probably just want a land here. But anything really we draw isn't a bad thing. Okay, yeah, fine. I feel it. Yeah, we block them really well here. It's just a bit of a race for us, really. I think we're in a situation where next turn things get a bit tricky. They're going to have, I was going to say, they're going to have some sort of removal. I don't think that was a bad trade. Okay, going to journey my bug catcher, that's fine. We have 5 damage in hand, so we literally just need to draw something that can... we can do something here. I mean... that should be that unless they draw, unless they gain some life. So, a bit of a twitchy point with that Syndiclasm, but that looks like our game plan. Pretty much, remove, keep putting creatures out, remove creatures. That's kind of how you want to play. So, I'm not sure if I like. I'm not sure it's the most interesting thing, but maybe it'll be effective. Hey, who knows? Who knows? Feels like it would have been nice to have a little bit more party. But, what are you going to do? When you draw, like, a bunch of removal, what have we got? Like, 4 black removal spells, 3 Royal Eruptions, Zoth Consumption, Subtle Strike. Like, I'll keep this because we're on the draw. No reason to play these out here. We could do with them not playing anything. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. So, at this point, you know, racing isn't a problem. The Wizards deck really should be quicker than this, in my opinion. The Rockslide Sorcerer is going to be annoying, but not insurmountable. So we've done it this way round so that we could, if we needed to, Subtle Strike the Sorcerer. If they attack, we can block and Subtle Strike the Sorcerer with the Skulker. Question is, do I want to keep that Skulker around? So that's doing 1 damage. I think what we want to do... Okay. So how badly? I think we're going to be able to draw enough. I don't like that Sorcerer's going to be able to keep pinging, but it's going to have to ping 3 times in order to really hit us. The flying's going to be frustrating. Their ability to cycle through cards is going to be frustrating. I really don't want to lose either of my creatures either because of the Seagate Colossus coming down. Well, if they're able to play another creature or an instant or sorcery, then they've... yeah, fair play. They can cast something massive. Wow, that's great play. Yeah, it puts us in a really sticky situation here. So us playing the Scorch Rider is almost 100% necessary. We don't really have many other options. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they I think that's it. If they attack with everything, that's game. So, you know, we win fast, we lose fast. I don't think us drawing anything we can play until turn 3 and we're so heavy on 2-drops is a little bit frustrating, but we're 1-1. We can easily bring it back to a cheeky 4 or 5 win. I've no doubt. I have no doubt. Oh, and I've seen the schedule for releasing the Kaldheim sort of what they call them, like sneak previews. I actually think that starts will have started yesterday when you watch this video. So yeah, keen to see what's going on there. So this is better, you know, quite a bit of stuff to do here. I don't think the Skulker works particularly well in a like low rogue deck, like low numbered rogues. Oh. You know, that guide's going to get annoying, but hitting us for 1 damage isn't the end of the world, especially if they don't play a 2-drop. Okay, that's an annoying 2-drop as well, but hey ho, we'll this 2/2 blocks both of them nicely. If they want to spend 2 mana just to get a Teeter Peek through, obviously attacking with the Teeter Peek puts them in a situation where if they sink mana into it now, we're in the money. And there is a debate: if I block, it forces them to use 3 mana, but 3 mana to remove my rogue, it potentially is worth it. So they're just trying to get the 3 mana in. Wow. Okay. I think our plan here has just got to be hold the fort. I'll take another 3. Yeah, okay, so they're doing something there. Okay. Warriors with a rogue. Yeah. So we can feed the swarm that. Because that will get frustrating. If we coax out an extra 1 damage from that sneaking guide, that is of little consequence to us. Yeah, they're obviously going to play something else. But we draw a land, we're playing a 7/5. And we are 1 cheeky wizard away from a big play here. Yeah, we draw our 2/1 wizard. Us taking 7's annoying. I actually think we send everything. No, there are definitely hasty things. They let us through, which is nice. Holding back the Skulker more for kind of just in case reasons. They can double pump that, which takes it to 5. Or pump it once, which takes it to 3. If they've got they can't. Strange to do that. Strange ordering there, I would say. So this hits them for 5. I'm a bit nervous as to what. Them pumping that twice is annoying, but we block it. them tapping it, they can and then only pump it once. It was probably right to kill the sneaking guide with the subtle strike, but obviously I made that error. Okay, them gaining life is annoying, but not the end of the world. That's a good draw for us. So we do 3 damage to the T2Peak ambusher. We can do that next turn. They've got to throw the sneaking guide under it, I think. Which is good news for us. As long as they don't have a way of pumping that shepherd. They would think they're not dead next turn. But as long as they don't pump that shepherd, we're still in it. Which I think if they will have had that, they would have attacked. So I think we're going to be... Oh, okay. And then we're going to play what afterwards? Yeah, okay. So we have to get rid of that. I think we just need to attack with the Colossus. We got two defenders just in case they want to attack. Us losing the Blood Priest, we can get it back with Blood Beckoning, and there we go. Okay. Ooh, that was tough. Ooh, that was tough at the end. But, yeah, okay. Turns out, like, a lot of removal is definitely good. Who'd have thought that? Right. We continue with 2-1. It can go either way, I think, here. We could rocket our way all the way up, or we could just see 2 straight losses. That's not the attitude, is it? We're going to rocket our way up. Not a lot of choice here. It's quite a clear keep, and we're going to risky. Just go risky aggro here, and hope that they're playing something slow. You watch them drop the either red or green. Play a 1/1. There's green. Blightblade. No. Okay. Okay, so that's a 3-2 next turn. Play a Gnarled Colony or something. No, they're just going to let us have it. We're going to hold open this Soul Strike, just in case they want to do something silly. We're not pressuring them too much, but drawing a land means Scorch Rider can come down. I mean, Fisher Wizard is almost like the dream, really. We're going to go very aggro. We're doing that because I think this just gives us the chance to not destroy the pickaxe, but if they're a landfall deck, they're going to potentially get something big down pretty quick. You know, our clock is much bigger than theirs. Much quicker than theirs. Our clock's bigger? Not what I wanted to say at all. We win the game next turn just on what we have by letting the Grow Tag Bug Catcher go through and then hitting them with a Royal Eruption. So, them playing a Hellhound, equipping a Skyclave pickaxe is fine, as long as they don't remove either of these creatures, which, you know, they're not going to. Are they? No. They're going to equip that for 3. Yeah. Put it on the construct and swing at us. Come on. Oh dear. Oh honey. So they've got no mana open. Pretty sure. That's just the game. Yeah. Very aggressive. 4 mana. Very aggressive. Turns out Royal Eruption's pretty good. Pretty good pick, I would say. 3-1. Ooh, third day. Third draft. Be nice to get another good result. I say another good result. If you've not seen, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert if you've not seen the other videos. I think it's going to be a bit of a roller coaster 12 days for you guys watching. It's going to be a bit of this. We'll get some good performances and we're going to get some potentially not so good performances. Not sure how I relate this deck to Christmas in any way, because LBJ. So we are going to keep this because we can play our 2-drop. We would like to see a swamp pretty swift. Oh, they're mulliganing to 5. Even better. So seeing a swamp now. No, but we have got turn 2. And worst case scenario, turn 3. So they've got something for 1 blue, potentially. Let's see if they want to anticipate or anti-cognition, whatever it is. Okay, that's my swamp, which is annoying. I mean, the duelist could do more there, but could be blue-white party. Yeah, we could well see another duelist or similar. No? Okay. So we've got some damage on the board, which is good. We want to see a swamp. They're just drawing cards at this point. Okay. They're holding 1 blue open though. So is there another duelist? We may well just throw something underneath. They have another duelist, then they... Ooh, yeah, they're just going to throw it under. We haven't really got a lot else to do. We've got a full grip of cards, though, so... a 4/4 flyer is annoying. Especially... I mean, that block for me is absolutely fine. Gets rid of their 4/4. Thank goodness that's taken some time, hasn't it? Should have seen that coming, really. Alas. Puts them in a sticky situation. If they attack, they lose. I think we still win anyway with the Blood Priest. Unless they can gain some life. It's not ideal that they had to mull down to 5, but they've got plenty of card draw, haven't they? So. Okay. So they are dead on board, but they have got 4 cards and 6 mana, and a big 0/5. And a 2/1, which they would have loved to have kicked. Yeah, the Royal Eruption does it anyway, so... Okay, okay. I think what we could get... Is it Diamond or Platinum? I can't remember which way around it is. 4/1. I mean, it's taken almost all season, but we're finally starting to string some decks together that are okay. Yeah. Not sure what level of commentary me saying random syllables is, but that's what you're gonna get. Stupid Magic Idiot. Fair enough. Good for you. We're gonna keep this. It's very slow, but we have got a bit of removal that if we need it. Knowing we've got plenty more in the deck, we may well even draw something to play in turns 1 or 2. You don't really want to be playing a turn 3 Expedition Champion with nothing else on the board. Let's see what this stupid Magic Idiot does. It's taking his time, or her time. So it's going to be Mountain. Hopefully we get the Rogue draw, the one mana creature we have. Well, I do hope this isn't my internet that's playing up. That would be a real pain. No, they mulled. They mulled to 6. Oh, hello. Howdy doody. How do? So you've already got 2 removal spells. Which, okay, that doesn't bode well for them, really. I'm not using a removal spell on a 1 power creature. They can come hit me. Okay. Well, if Black-White Clerics is what we're facing, then so be it. We can play a Scorch Rider next turn. They could have some removal of their own. I mean, the Tended Healer is not doing a lot at the moment. but it's doing enough. I think I'm better off Royal Eruptioning to save my life total. Playing this to make that bigger. And then forcing the attack. Forcing the block. So that's fine. We could thwart that cleric, but the chances are they're going to have a bigger, scarier cleric coming down at some point. Okay. We could just clear the board here, or we could just play a 4-3. So we're not too bothered by things dying, because we can get them back with the Thwart the Grave. Yeah, we're going to want to get rid of that with the Deadly Alliance next turn. They can double block, which they may want to do. And if they do that, again, we line ourselves up nicely for a... if we get black mana. Yeah, so that's our Feed the Swarm target. They do have an Angel Heart to come back, but it's not the end of the world. Because next turn we can Dranith Silencer away the Angel Heart Protector, which leaves us with a 3/2. They're going to have something else to play. Okay, we might get rid of the healer, you know. See if they've got anything to say about that. One card in hand. There is some protection spells. No, I'm just going to let it die. So we'll play that other mountain because a kicked Royal Eruption. Okay, yeah. So we could Vanquish or we could just Thwart. I think... just trading silencers is a barrel of fun. If they've got another one. And the Hero's Binding. Of course. Yeah, well this is where we start to really open out. Yeah, so next turn if they don't have anything, this becomes really tricky for them. Because the Royal Eruption can smack them for 5. And I only need, therefore, one of these to get through. You're already representing lethal. And their Skyclave will just chump, it wouldn't kill them, which means we've got another attack the turn after. Plus a draw. And all of our draws are good. Yeah. We'll let them chump and see if they've got anything else. So they might not block, which is where they Made the error. It would have been what is it? Diamond or platinum? Platinum before diamond. That's good. Back up into platinum. Ho-ho! And a 5-1 at the moment. I think this is again, spoiler alert. This is where we were day one, and I think we lost one at this point, and we went to 5-2, and then we managed to not lose, not finish on 5-2. Let's put it that way. Now we got a wizard. Hello. How nice people are. Like, I think we're probably just going to want to get rid of this rebirth. I'd much rather just have a swamp. Thank you. So that seems like a really weird thing to do, to hunt the weaker Tita Peak. But the amount of... Yeah, we're now killing creatures for 3 mana. Which is pretty crazy, really. They don't have a good attack unless they play something other than a... Yeah, binding, that's fine. Still doesn't buff that though, does it? It was the right use of that, because that's going to make that bigger, and then before you know it, that's exponential. Whereas hitting us for 2 is definitely annoying, but it's not the end of the world. I know, we've got so many of these cards, but... we've got to draw some creatures at some point. They're gonna get rid of the wizard because all it's done is hit them. That is so funny. Yeah, we've got a Zoth Consumption in the bag, ready to go. We're gonna pass the turn, and we're just gonna take 4. We really need to draw. We really need to draw some actual creatures. Them gaining 4 is not ideal. Them hitting us for 5 isn't ideal either. So that's it. We need a creature or we lose. Frustrating. Frustrating. We had it all in line. Alas. The aggro was our undoing again on that one. Okay, 5-2. Let's not count chickens, as they say. I hope that we don't just drop 2 games in a row. That would be a little bit frustrating, but this deck's a bit of a hit or miss. I think it either works really, really well and it fits the way I like to play, which is kind of like bang, 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 or you run out of gas. They match you with an element of removal and mouldy bread. Spelt very wrong. We're gonna take this hand because it's got a cleric and a rogue in it, and loads of lands. 4 lands is a bit many, really, but who knows? We might draw some beautiful turn 3. Oh, hey, friend. I mean, we've drawn ourselves a warrior to go with our cleric and our rogue. So we'll see what they do. I would expect this is going to be a Warriors deck. Okay, wow. Well, now that we've got that, we can absolutely get rid of that with another one in hand. And then, rather than play the Expedition Champion, we can... Okay, they're buffing that, that's fine. So I think we are better off getting that down. If them keep drawing if they keep drawing lands, then it is going to get a little bit frustrating. Oh, especially if that's going to happen. Have they got some sort of removal? Oh, look at this. Well, that's a pig, isn't it? Hitting us for 8 is definitely annoying. So we'll Deadly Alliance that. We've got more Royal Eruptions in the deck, so we'll just finish there. We've got another Scorch Rider. If we draw a land, we can then kick it and hit them. Equipping the Relic Axe makes that a 2/2, which is pretty much neither here nor there. Shows they haven't really got a lot. You know what? That's our wizard. But I'm not going to discard my Scorch Rider. I'm going to hit them for 2. Let's see what they've got. Because we could have a full party next turn. Which means some of the... obviously the Deadly Alliances are gone, but... Sod it. Obviously a Royal Eruption sorts out my Scorch Rider, but I've got no cards in hand, so I'm not really a threat to them. That's annoying. We have got more warriors though, so I don't feel overly beaten up by that. I can get back this Expedition Champion and play it. That's my warrior now. We're now on an even keel. Yeah, okay, that's annoying. So it's gonna be a 4/4. We've got to stay outside of this 7 or 6, should I say? Okay. So we've got this Vanquish, which we're going to need to exercise at some point. Okay, so we're going to need to lose our... So I'm going to need to either chump. It's risky. It's very risky, but they equip the relic axe. We can't kill it, so we're probably just gonna have to chump with the sneaking guide. Annoying, but you get what you play like. At the end of the day, we played an aggro. We got beaten by a couple of aggro decks. I'm more than happy with a 5-3. Let me know what your thoughts are. You probably could have done better with that deck. I had some great pieces in it. Should I have even gone Rakdos? Let me know in the comments below. Like the video, and I will see you for the 4th draft of Christmas tomorrow. Toodaloo. Bye.